Day 3 here at Tampa Bay Comic Con Geek Culture Congress, and we're talking to creators on the floor, like this gentleman in front of me right here, Jeff Ryder. Mr. Ryder, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. How are you, man?
Good, good. And I see you have you're representing your Cloud Wrangler comics,
That's
and
right.
let's talk about all your projects that you got here.
Cool.
I'm really, this has been intriguing me. This the Demon versus 10 Angels. Tell me more about that title.
The Demon vs. 10 Angels is a lot of fun, actually. It's a hardcore noir thriller. It's written by me. It's drawn by an artist named Atiba Royster out of San Diego. It's a prequel to a larger graphic novel that we want to do, and it's about a cop named Lincoln Lowry, who's the dirtiest cop in Angel City, in a city full of dirty cops.
I like it.
His secret is he's actually the last good cop on the force, desperately trying to get in with all the dirty cops so he can bring them all down.
Very cool premise.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very hardcore, a little bit adult.
Nice.
There's some pretty serious action, adventure, violence going on there.
Nice. I do see this one that you have a description as Sherlock meets the next generation, which is your Major Holmes and Captain Watson title. Tell me more about that one.
Major Holmes and Captain Watson has been one of my passion pieces for a long, long time.
Very nice.
It's a story about Sherlock and Mycroft's nephew, Sheffield Holmes, who's both a detective and a spy at the beginning of the First World War, working for the British government. He has a secretive American partner who's known as Watson, and they uncover a murder mystery that looks very much like one of Sherlock's early cases.
Nice.
That hides a secret conspiracy that may plunge the entire world into war.
Very nice. And then the other title that you have here that I see is like you have it as an all ages issue. Yep. Gravity Matters. Tell me so you have it as an all ages sci-fi. Tell me more about it.
Gravity Matters is a lot of fun. It was actually the first Kickstarter campaign that we ran at Cloud Wrangler Comics. It's by myself and an artist named Sean Dillon, and it features two sisters who live in a future where the planet is pretty destroyed and dirty, and we're all trying to get off the Earth as fast as we can. Unfortunately, most of the tech is a little haphazard, and the two genius sisters keep getting caught up in tech-related disasters and have to use science and math to save it themselves when they're not constantly bickering with each other all the time.
Very cool. I think that's a cool premise for
it's pretty
all
loose,
ages. Yeah.
It's pretty loosely based on the hysterical things my teenage daughters say to each other. And it's got space surfing and robot dogs and all kinds of crazy tech stuff in it. It's a lot of fun.
Very dope. And I see the main event piece that you have here on your table, the diamond, should I say, the Arcane Cocktail Enthusiast. I see it's like a magic premise behind the story.
This is the newest book that we've just put out, also on Kickstarter. It's about a woman named Lark who owns a cocktail bar in San Francisco, and her secret is that she's a sorceress and she makes cocktails with magic. She learned that there's not a lot of magic left in our world after she found a magical cookbook. And because human wizards have typically exploited and destroyed most of the magical flora and fauna in the world. So she goes to other realms and gathers crazy ingredients to run her bar. She's trying to slowly, sustainably bring magic back into the earthly realm.
Very dope. It's
a lot of fun. I've been tending bar for about 20 years.
Oh, so you're a bartender. So you're like me, I DJ. I'm moonlight as a DJ too. And that's why I losing my voice.
Every issue of the Arcane Cocktail Enthusiast book has a magical cocktail recipe in it that you can make at home with the real world drink substitutions in case you can't get pixie dust or chimera venom or some of those magical things.
Very dope. I like that premise. That's a very interesting premise. And then I see you also have some mini comics here under your table.
That's
Are
right.
these kind of like your beta versions, some ideas that you kicking around?
Some of those are little shorts. We're actually putting together a Cloud Wrangler Comics anthology of a lot of short stories that I have done with artists from all over the country. And they're wildly varying in different sort of genres. So, I mean, we have everything from flying jetpack guys to werewolves in the Old West.
Nice.
These are just a sample.
And the Blaze of Glory? Tell me a little bit about that one.
Blaze of Glory is about space marines coming up against monsters that they're pretty sure they're not going to get away from. And the guys sort of slowly realize personal things about themselves that they might not have addressed if they weren't facing death.
Cool.
It's been a lot of fun. The short comics are a lot of fun to make. Every time you meet a new artist, you want to figure out how well you guys collaborate together and what goes back and forth. And rather than getting involved in some great big project that might never get finished.
Right.
I sort of learned to crank out a quick thing with somebody, and if that works really well, we'll expand that universe, or we'll make some more of it. But I've done so many of them now that we're about to put together an anthology that's going to have about between 12 and 15 shorts in it total. And so this is just a little bit of a sample of some
Very dope. Very
coming.
dope. I like it a lot. I'm probably gonna get that Demon versus 10 Angels from you, and I'll probably get that Glaze of Glory as well.
Cool.
I can read it, and we'll talk about it more another time. Drop everything. Give them the website, how they can get any of these issues, if they can get them digitally,
That's
physically.
Right.
Let them know right now.
We are Cloud Wrangler Comics, and it's cloudwranglercomics.com. It's also at Cloud Wrangler on Twitter, at CLD Wrangler on Instagram. You can find Cloud Wrangler Comics on Comixology through Amazon if digital comics are your jam. You can also download digital comics directly off our site. And there's a web store there where you can buy paper comics, and we'll ship them out to you in the mail. Plus, there's some other cool stuff in there, like free bar swag from the Arcane Cocktail Enthusiasts. There's a whole new case of shot glasses coming next week, which is going to be fun. But yeah, just about everything is available there, either in print or in digital, at cloudwranglercomics.com.
All right, Mr. Jeff Ryder, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, man.
Hope to see you again here in Tampa when the Comic Con comes through. Or
my wife's from Florida, so we're here every summer.
What's your next cons that you're going to?
I'll be at Dragon Con over Labor Day weekend. That's in Georgia. I'll be at Rose City Comic Con the weekend after that in Portland. I'll be at Keystone Comic Con in Philadelphia in September. And then we'll be at New York Comic Con in October.
Oh, right. Nice.
And then I'm going to sleep for about a month.
Are you coming back in September to the MegaCon Tampa?
We can't do MegaCon Tampa because we're already committed to be somewhere else. So
okay,
more than one show in the same weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can't be two places at once.
Oh, well. So, all right, guys. Signing off from the floor here at Tampa Bay Comic Con with Jeff Ryder. Go check him out at cloudwranglercomics.com.